I had an idea. What if we did a quilter's design board, but for cross stitch? So join me and I'll show you what I'm thinking about how to make it. Hello, my name is Dawn and I'm the Ginger Cat Stitcher. And I was just looking at my stack of project bags and looking through all of the whips that were inside. And I, kind of forgot about this one and forgot about that one. And I was taking them all out and I was like, oh, I remember this one. I love this. And oh, I'm almost finished with this one. And ooh, I have a long way to go on this one. So I was thinking if I could see them, like on a daily basis, if I could see them, it would keep me inspired to stitch them, make me realize, oh my gosh, I'm almost finished. I'm going to really work on this one every single night until I get it finished. Or, oh man, this one's been, 2 rows in for the last year. So I think I better put some effort into it, or maybe, time to say, no, I'm not going to do it. But anyway, so I was thinking if I could just see these every day, it would keep me inspired. Okay, so the supplies that I'm going to use, foam core. I just got this at the dollar store, just the regular foam board. And then I had a piece of batting. This is just a scrap, so I'm hoping I have enough to wrap them. And I picked up a roll of duct tape at the dollar store. And then I already had a package of these command hooks that are Velcro. So they are the picture hanging ones, and these are Velcro. So I don't have a lot of wall space to create like a whole design wall. That would be fantastic. But my craft room here is pretty much wall to wall and there's no wall space. But I do have a blank door. So I'm going to install this on my door into my craft room. And the foam boards are just about the perfect width to hang this way on my door. It's just a regular size bedroom door. So that's where this wall is going to go. So it kind of depends on how many whips you have as to the size of design board that you would need or want to make. If you have, whole big wall space, then you could do several of these boards and, like 4 of them would be fantastic and you could do this big space on your wall. But I'm sticking with just my door. So first thing that I'm going to do is spread out my batting on the floor and I'm going to wrap the foam core like a present. I'm just got the edges of the batting over and then use my duct tape to tape it down. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here's what the first one looks like. I just folded the fabric over and pulled it as tight as I could get it and taped it all down. So that's the key, is that you want to get the batting on there nice and taut so that you don't have a whole bunch of wrinkles. And if I had some spray glue, I think I would have sprayed the foam core first and then put the batting over it just to help hold it in place. But I didn't, and I didn't want to have to run to the store. So this worked out just fine. So just make sure that you pull your batting nice and taut. So now I'm going to do the second one. So a little tip that I learned from the first one is to go ahead and tape one end and then one long side, and then you'll be able to pull it better from the other side. This is a scrap piece of batting, so there's barely enough, but we're going to make it work. So also another tip is to put your tape down first like this, sticky side up, and stick your batting to it, and then fold it down onto your foam core. So do the short side and the long side first, and then you'll be able to pull it nice and taut with the other sides. Okay, so now that I have both boards taped up, I'm going to get my command Velcros and I'm going to put those on the back. And then the way that I'm going to do that, so that it's easy to line it up is I'm going to go ahead and connect the two pieces together and then peel off the side, the little strip. Stick it, I'm not going to put it on the batting, I'm going to put it probably on the tape there. Peel off this side, do probably 2 of them, and then stick it to the door that way. That way I make sure that my command strips are lined up. I like to do it. So I was also thinking to make this project as cost effective as possible. If you don't have any batting, you could cover it in a piece of flannel or a piece of felt if you have some felt by the yard. So just a piece of fabric that you like. You could even do, you know, a sheet or, you know, anything like that. And if you use just regular fabric, I would suggest using some straight pins, because I don't think that your stitched pieces will kind of stick to it like they will on the batting. But I mean, there's all kinds of really cute straight pins. You can get leaves or little buttons, so those would be cute. And since it's foam core, you know, you can just stick it right in. So just covering it in regular fabric will also work. So let me go ahead and get these hung up on the door, and I'll show you what it looks like. So here's what they look like hung up on my door. And I do have some wrinkles right here, but I think that's okay. It's going to be hidden underneath my cross stitch. So like I said, the poster board fits on that door, or the foam core fits on that door wonderfully. So now let's go ahead and hang up my whips and see how they look. So that does stick, but I think I'm going to use straight pins and fold it so that I have more room. So the design board only took a few minutes to make. It was very inexpensive, and I'm looking at it right now and I absolutely love it. I love seeing my works in progress out on display because they are so beautiful and I love them. So it's going to be really nice to see them hung up there and enjoy them while they're still in progress. And it'll be kind of neat to, you know, get to see them as they get stitched more and more and more. So I hope you make a design board for yourself. And I also wanted to make a quick announcement. I have opened up a shop on Etsy called the Ginger Cat Stitcher, and it is a gift shop for needleworkers. So if you love any kind of needlework, embroidery, cross stitch, anything like that, then this is a gift shop for you. I have tote bags and tumblers and coffee mugs, and I'm going to be adding more things every day. And also on this channel, sometimes when I make things, I make multiples of things, and I'm going to also put those into the gift shop too. So if I have extra things that I've made for this channel, you'll see them there as well. So I would just appreciate if you check that out, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Thanks. See you next time.